one of the biggest challenges we've ever faced, and we can say we've had a lot of challenges where we've been, but nothing like it we've ever seen on the recruiting and retention part of the business.
Incredible right now.
The people thing. We've never seen anything like that. So we can't even say that we've had it worse than you guys out there, because it is very, very tough out there recruiting. But where do you start? Recruiting or retention? You start with retention. Right, Harvester Ed?
Very true, very true. Bill's got it right on. What do you always say? Close the back door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. So we're going to be talking about retention tips, because I think that's really important. So you have to understand, why are people leaving your company? If they're leaving that back door, why are they doing it? Okay.
And for sure, don't go out and keep on recruiting like crazy if you can't get the back door shut.
Yeah.
You got to fix what it is, why they're leaving.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just getting this big vicious circle, and it's not very fun.
Right. And you know, we always admonish our owners to talk to the people who are leaving. If they're leaving the job, going somewhere else, you have to have an exit interview. That's really important. Find out why they're leaving, number one, and it's probably money. And if it is money, find out how much. If you can, find out how much. Because you don't want to be just nickel and dime when you could just, you know, make it up to the person and keep them. Okay.
It's certainly not all about money, but in today's time, especially the lower level positions, a lot of it has to do with money.
Really does.
But even importantly, we'll talk about some other retention tips here, but there's some other areas. We're going to give you 6 tips today on retention, okay? And these are pretty simple ones, right? Here it is. This is the most simple. Doesn't cost you a penny. You're going to like this one. Doesn't cost you a nickel.
Yeah.
Know the names of your employees.
Yeah.
And use those names. Not, hey, you, hey, what's going on? Hey, Harvester Ed, good to see you again.
Right,
how's the family? How's Theo and Alex doing, right?
So true.
So know their name, recognize them, and use their names, and use them often. The sweetest sound everybody heard
their name
from Dale Carnegie, right?
That's right.
Is the sound of your name.
Yeah, they feel respected then.
You bet.
Yeah.
Conduct, instead of the exit interview, that's reactive, right?
Too late.
How about proactive? How about stay on interviews with your employees? Meet with them. We like to recommend the 10-15 report. They spend 10 minutes filling it out. You spend 15 minutes going over it. Ask 3 questions. What's your morale currently? 1 to 5. Just rate it. What can the company do to help you get to a 5? And what can you do to get to a 5? What have you learned since the last time we met? And what recommendations do you have for the company? So it's just a real quick touch-based program.
So how often would you do that?
Newbies, I do it once a week for the first 90 days.
Okay.
And then everybody after that, at least monthly. Now maybe quarterly if they've been around a long time, but I like to go once a month, just to touch base.
You develop that one-on-one relationship then. Again, they feel respected and needed in a company.
And listened to. You're engaging them. You're the boss. You're listening and you're learning about what makes them tick, right?
That's a good one.
So engage them. Get input and involvement on program systems. Say you're going to roll something out, safety program or a training program. Build some teams and pitch it. I mean, here's what we're thinking. What do you guys think? How will this help you be successful? So getting engagement of your people is a big recruiting, retention and recruiting piece, right? You have a couple more?
Yeah, I was just going to add to what Bill said. I call them bringing them in on things so they know what's going on. That's so important. You may want to consider doing a survey of your people like once a year.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, you could always have it sent out by a neutral party, and it goes back to the neutral party, because we do a lot of that ourselves for owners. You know what? We work really hard in this business. We really do. Yet, I see a lot of companies don't celebrate at all. And so I think you need to have some fun.
You bet.
You know, some companies are sponsoring soccer teams for the Spanish fellas. They take them on fishing trips, right?
Bowling,
yeah.
A little bit of golf,
Yeah.
bocce ball, horseshoes.
Anything.
Yeah.
Some owners will, I remember one company, the 3rd Thursday of every month, they would have dogs and burgers for guys coming back in, or have a good humor truck, you know, an ice cream truck, maybe once a month when it's hot, and maybe on a Friday, so they come in, drop the truck off, and there's the good humor.
I thought it was good humor. You coming in telling jokes.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
all.
Sometimes it's good humor.
So that's all about your culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So really, having a healthy, vibrant culture in your organization is a great retention tool and recruiting tool, right?
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I would say, you want to maybe have a bonus for the fellows at the end of the year.
Sure.
And I really like to have half the bonus for the end of the year and half a return bonus.
Good stuff.
So divide it in half. And then, of course, you talked about that 10-15 report.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
I think it's one of the best tools I've ever found and ever used in my career. So listen, down below, you click below and ask for that 10-15 report, and we'll send one off to you.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
I think it's really good. And I was going to mention just one more thing. You know, Bill and I have started the Backstage Pass. And I don't know if you've seen it, but if you go on Lawn and Landscape magazine, you'll see it, the Backstage Pass. And we visited 3 major companies. Now, one was 200 million, one was almost 35 million, the other was about 25 million, okay? And we do videos we videoed all the owners and the key managers. But one thing that was absolutely jumping out at you, that the culture of those companies was so strong.
People were referring other people to come there.
It was unbelievable.
People didn't leave. It was really a good lesson learned.
Yeah, that was a common denominator within those 3 companies, just how positive that culture was.
So check that out on Lawn Landscape Magazine, Backstage Pass.
They give us some good ideas on how
Great ideas.
to do this too.
Head Harvester Bill Arman from the West Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
Now, I'm not going to retain you much longer here. You probably need to go home now.
I'm going to get fired?
Yeah, well, no, slightly retired.
Oh,
Just move
good
along.
idea.
Move along.
I'm getting hot anyway.
It is
It's
getting
hot here. Ooh.